What's up, sports fans? Welcome back to the Sports 2.0 Bets Network. I'm Spencer Davis, bringing you another betting preview today. We're going to look at some Dana White Contender Series action again this week. For those of you who don't know, Dana White's Contender Series is a show that Dana White and the UFC put on to try to get new prospects into the UFC. So basically, there's 5 or 6 fights a night on these Tuesday night cards. And if the winner of each fight wins in a dramatic fashion or impressive fashion, Dana will give them a contract for the UFC. So coming into this Tuesday, we have 5 fights on the card. When I look at these fights, the number one thing I look at is you have to watch tape on these guys and you have to look at their opponents, because some of these guys are, 5-0, 15-1, 6-0, but most of their opponents are 0-1, 0-2, 0-8, 1-3. The quality of opponents for a lot of these guys is really, really low. So that's what I look at to make sure that we're not going to get screwed over. The fight I like the most is actually the first fight on the card. It's going to be Alexander Morgan, a Canadian fighter, versus Blake Bilder, an American fighter. It's going to be at featherweight, 145 pounds. And I am leaning heavily towards Alexander Morgan, the Canadian. He's 11-4. He's fighting against Bilder, who's 6-0-1. So the records don't look as you'd expect them to, but Morgan's quality of opponents is tremendously more impressive. He's fought 2 current UFC fighters and is 1-1 against them. He lost to Charles Jourdain, another Canadian fighter who's really, really, really good. I wouldn't expect him to have beaten Charles Jourdain, or else I would think he'd be in the UFC. He did, however, fight TJ Laramie, who's also in the UFC, and he won that fight. So, he is the most impressive opponents on this entire card, much less just in this fight. So, minus 240 for Morgan. Clearly, Vegas knows that he's the better opponent and he's likely to win this matchup. He's got, they're about the same reach. Bilder has a 2-inch height disadvantage, so Morgan's going to be 2 inches taller. And I really like this pick. We got kind of screwed over last week. I had a big favorite bet on Contender Series, and our boy got hurt like 30 seconds into the first round. So nothing you can really do about that. He looked good before it, but let's get it back this weekend. Alexander Morgan, minus 240. First fight of the night on Dana White's Contender Series. Let's get it. Let's bounce back this week. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.